Papa Squat, coming at you. Hey everybody, it is Wednesday. I just finished up running some D&D. It was awesome and fun. I'm actually probably going to play some more later tonight when somebody gets off work, just because we're total dorks. And there's nothing else to do during the pandemic. Actually, seriously, if you're at all geeky and you've never played D&D and you're bored, try D&D. It's actually a whole heck of a lot of fun. Check out some of the actual play videos like Critical Role and stuff like that that's been so popular the last few years. It's fun. So this was an artist recommended by someone a couple of weeks ago, a guy named Percy Keith. Not his real name, although right now I'm spacing on it even though I just read it. And this song is off of his album The Shaman, or The Shaman, depending on how you pronounce it. And it's called Superstition. I don't know much about this guy, and when I went to search for him, the only bits of information was that he worked with somebody, and now I'm not going to remember who it was. Anyway, somebody else, and ended up then having him work on a record with him and produce with him. And then on this album, The Shaman ended up writing at least one song that completely disses the guy and called Waffle House was the name of the song. I'm not going to listen to that song. I'm tempted to, but this song, Superstition, was recommended as one of his top songs, and I want to check that out. So the other piece of interesting news I found about him was he and his girlfriend were arrested last year in June on drug charges, and this was the fun part. When police officers made the arrest, they confiscated 40 pounds of pot, 800 THC cartridges, prescription drugs, an assault rifle, 2 handguns, and $14,000 in cash. Yeah, it sounds like a bad day to get arrested with all that stuff. Boy, and his girlfriend there, she's got some attitude. I can't blame her, I guess. That's a bad day. But let's go back here to Keith. Where is he? You can see all my open tabs that I have here. And anyway, this is Percy Keith, and the song is Superstition. I should say he was... I'm not entirely sure where he's from. He was arrested in Baton Rouge, so I'm going to guess he's from that area, but he has a lot of fans from LA, Atlanta, like all over the place. So I couldn't find where he was actually from. So maybe he's from the Baton Rouge area. Don't know for certain. I just checked the volume here. Let's jump in here. It's just over 3 minutes long. Very short song. It's from a couple of years ago, not long at all. And again, this is Percy Keith with Superstition. There's a little pause here in the beginning as the music gets started, so it's going to be quiet.
Sometimes I see shit, you hear me? That Creole bloodline, you know?
Yeah, it must be...
I can't do nothing about it, you hear me? Sometimes it's just a feeling, sometimes it's in my sleep. Who with me? Who against me? I can't see the difference, I can see the...
Right off the bat, it has a very dreamy feel to the music. The video is not dreamy at all, but that do-do-do-do-do, it kind of sounds like a music box or some type of freaky, scary movie musical refrain, which may be appropriate because the song is called Superstition. I'll back up a little bit again here.
Who with me? Who against me? I can't see the difference. I can see the distance. Premonitions. I see niggas missing. Who dead bodies in bad conditions. Lacking morticians. Pray to God and ask for forgiveness. After I whack the witness. Free my dog Brian doing fear for pushing Megan Griffin. Still hip hop like her leg is missing and steady tripping. Keep my bitch from tripping. Give her head until her head is missing. Hard head make her soft ass. My bitch don't need to listen. Killer keys, it kamikaze. Ain't no traumatizing doctor in that pussy like Doolittle. It say come inside me. I can make that pussy grow 2 legs and feet that run behind me. Fuck that pussy till it's walking dead. It's become a zombie. Fuck 12 and 5 oh, I'm Waldo. Coming famine, smoking weed till I forget I bleed. Please don't remind me. Came to kill a giant. I came along, slanging stones, about to kill them all. A feast for crew.
He has a little bit of a little bit. He's got a significant amount of nasal in his voice, and I say this being from Wisconsin, where people often say we talk through our noses, and it's the difference between talking from here and talking up here in your nose, and I'm not sure if I like it for how he raps. I think his voice is pretty good, and he's got certainly a really good lyrics. I think the lyrics are very good. I'm not sure if his flow is really so much of a flow as it is him just saying words. I'm going to pay more attention to that. But I'm not seeing a lot of, and it may just be this song, admittedly. I'm not seeing a lot of like manipulation of his voice to like keep your interest or change things up or do things differently to make the song stand out in any way. So I'm hoping we see some of that, and so far I'm not picking up on it. And I say all of that not to say that I dislike the song, because I actually do kind of like it.
Pros, Game of Thrones, eating pussy, no booty licking. That superstitious, chillin', sipping dirty Sprite 5. That's futuristic, chillin' with 2 bitches. You can visit under 2 conditions. Come with new prescriptions, no Bobby Brown. There's new edition. Who with me? Who against me? I can't see the difference. I can see the distance. Premonitions, I see niggas missing. Who dead bodies in bad conditions. Lagging morticians, pray to God, then ask for forgiveness. After I whack the witness, free my dog Brian, doing fear for pushing Megan Griffin. Still hip hop like her leg is missing and steady tripping. Keep my bitch from tripping. Give her head until her head is missing. Hard head, make her soft ass. My bitch don't need to listen. I'm sideways, about to pull up parallel, perplexed and paralyzed. My eyes spinning.
It strikes me as a really weird thing to write about having sex and giving head to your girlfriend, and kind of a weird choice. I'm not sure what the point is. I mean, to say you're good at it so that you get more? Like, I'm not...
Like a carousel. Stories part 3, a horror story. I don't care to tell. That bitch consists of mamas dying, half a jail and half a hell. Bury me with LSD and weed so I can laugh in hell. In an all red suit cause hell is flames and I'm gon' match it well. Still got that white girl so white I call her Abigail. That mean her crack is pale. Boy and girl, nigga Jack and Jill. Lot of niggas pussy yeast infection, need some veggie seal. They gun fight for they fist fight cause they too scared for the crack a nail. At least they keep some real niggas with them. My bitch can say the same. Keep it real and I'ma stay the same, but you can't say the same. Who with me? Who against me? I can't see the difference. I can see the distance. Premonitions, now these niggas tripping.
Not in love with that. I appreciate that it's actually a pretty well put together song, but there's not enough variation in it to really make it interesting. I'm curious to see more of his music, hear more of his music, to see if he does change things up and like speed up, slow down, put accents on words a little bit more, like do something to perform as opposed to just and that stinks because I think the song is really well made. Like it sounds cool. It sounds really cool, and it does make me want to hear more of his music. But this song, meh, just didn't do it for me. I hope you liked it. I'd love to hear what you think of it or why you like it. but there needs to be more to it for it to really stand out to me. And again, it's just for me. That's all I'm talking about. If you love this song, then I'm totally in favor of you loving the song. Doesn't do anything for me except make me more interested in hearing more of his music to see if he does perform. Like actually get some difference out of his voice and his demeanor. I would like to see that because I think the music is put together really well, and I think his writing is pretty good. So anyway, that's Percy Keith, not Toby Keith, who is that the right name? The country singer? I know even less about country music because it's awful than I do about rap and hip hop. But I think Toby Keith is a country singer. This is Percy Keith from Baton Rouge area, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Oh my, that's terrible that I don't know for certain. I'm pretty sure that's right. And the song is Superstition off of The Shaman. And there you go. That's what we just heard. I hope you liked it. I'd love to hear what you think. Pop Squat. Checking out. I appreciate all the follows lately. We're up over 350, like 355 all of a sudden. And had some really nice comments from people. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. If you have any recommendations, I do keep track of them. I see people have put some in there, so feel free to put them in there, and I'll spread them out over time. And I think tomorrow maybe we'll do an older song again. We did Run DMC a few days ago, and Stetsasonic I think a little bit before that. So we'll go back to the 80s, I think, and see what else is there. I know I have a bunch more songs to do with Lil Rob, Immortal Technique. Oh, I could do Immortal Technique tomorrow too. So there's a bunch of stuff that's open on my screen that I need to go through. So we'll get to stuff. Feel free to recommend other things. I'd love to see them because almost all of this stuff is new to me. And it's really fun to listen to. So again, thanks very much. Please do like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.